You're fucking mean, bro. It's crazy. All right, we are live on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, and TikTok. How you guys doing? All right, got my Drake Iceman album going on. Also, while I'm talking to you people. All right, let's get into the charts. Stretch this chat. Move this here. All right, welcome everybody. Alt H to everyone. Morse Club, bro. How you doing? How's your Eid with your family? Eid Mubarak to everybody. Who fasted? I want to know who fasted today. Well, I always know what I'm saying. Pookie Pie. That's new. Happy Eid to you, AS. I bet everybody had a nice sleep today. Everyone slept. Yeah, I fasted as well. I actually stayed up all night and bro, you should check out my Valorant match history, bro. I'm on like a win streak of like 9 games or some shit. Been killing it. Killing it. Alright, let me turn the camera here a little bit. That cover covers a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Crystal, trust me, you play with me, the streak will get cooked. Nah, bro. I'll just whip out my Odin and everyone's cooked. Anyway, guys, how you doing? How's everybody? Hope everyone's well. So let's talk about some few important notes, okay? Let's get the notepad out. Let me just get the right song for this. Is anyone listening to Drake's new album? Really good. You know, my all-time singer was always Russ, but damn, bro, Drake always brings me back. All right, so your lose streak, yeah, I'll definitely mess up your lose streak, bro. Turn it into a win. All right, guys. So first things first, we gotta write down a list, right? We need to write down what's going on. So first things first is let's increase the font. First things first, we've had peace talks going on, okay? Plus, we've had U.S. strikes inside southern Iran today, right? So first things first is Trump has been doing something very, very common. Like he's just been spamming this nonstop. Is he keeps doing this one thing, right? He keeps saying we're gonna have peace. There's gonna be diplomatic relations, and things are gonna be fine. Blah 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 blah. Peace talks. And what happens during peace talks is you're gonna find stuff like assets like Bitcoin going up. You're gonna find assets like the stock market going up. You're gonna be finding assets in general going up. Now, gold usually goes up when there's war, but because gold has been actually behaving erratically because of all the manipulation that's been going on in the markets, I don't expect it to continue going higher. So for the time being, peace talks has been happening, and because of the peace talks, prices have been going higher, specifically for the stock market and Bitcoin. However, even though there are peace talks going on, there are still strikes happening. And this is not something strange coming from Trump. Trump says one thing and he does the opposite. And this kind of keeps happening again and again and again throughout the world. It just keeps happening. He doesn't stick to his actual word. He says one thing and does the complete opposite. And this isn't something weird, it's not a first time thing. He does this all the freaking time. And that is why literally the past few days, past few weeks, the past 2 months, everything has been so manipulated in the markets. The markets have been completely manipulated. And because the markets have been manipulated, a lot of people have been struggling with trades, which is why I keep seeing the most profitable traders in this time period are the ones who trade as a scalp strategy. Swing traders are probably not making much because the thing about swing traders is there's no real trend. Market goes up, market goes down, market goes up, market goes down. So there is no real trend. So that's something, market structure shifts are happening on the daily at this point. So it's something very difficult for people to do if you're a swing trader. A lot of position traders right now are holding, a lot of big long-term investment traders are closing positions right now. So the best thing you can do really is scalp trade. So you got to trade with the liquidity, you got to trade with the sessions. So that's number one, okay? Number two, we had bank holiday, okay, which came out yesterday. So today, essentially, even though it is Tuesday, okay, essentially what this means is that the market, one sec. Essentially, what this means is that the market literally opened up today. Today is literally the first day. Yesterday, everything was closed. The market was moving, but there's no liquidity, and there was no liquidities because of the government. So the governments were all closed. Everything was offline. Public services offline. Everyone was on holiday. So today, essentially, is the first day of the market. It's basically Monday. So since it's basically Monday, that's it. So there's no real liquidity happening in the market today. So today, for example, I'll show you a position that anyone could have taken, but I haven't taken it because today I was out with family. But here, for example, this is where the market opened up, right? Market came back down, it swept some liquidity, and then it respected this relative equal low over here, right? Pretty much respected the level. Not perfectly to the T, but it's just how it is. Akram, get the fuck out of here, bro. Anyway, so relative equal lows, price retraced over here, but this is not an ideal setup because you wouldn't know if this is a safe entry over here. So what do? Price comes up, it leaves behind liquidity here. 1, 2, 3 displacement candles. That's a lot of displacement, and plus it takes out the last high over here, right? It literally closes above with displacement. And you can clearly see when it closed above with this displacement, price came down, it did a very clean pullback. This pullback would have been the perfect entry right over here with your stops actually right on it. You got to protect your account, remember. And that's it. You could have caught all of this move. You just need to look left and see where price has gone from over here, all-time high. So we wouldn't know. So at this point, you could have done a clean level, which is this level over here, and you would have caught a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and that's it. A very clean 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio, or it could have hit your TP over here, and you could literally left leaving some runners, like you close half, you close 80%, etc., etc., etc. That's how you could have done it. Hey Ronnie, this is the ideal entry for today, but I haven't taken this trade. Today is Eid, so I wasn't, I wasn't at home. I wasn't on my desk. I was out with the family. So, everyone needs a break from the chart sometimes, and today was one of those days, family over everything. This would have been the perfect setup that I could have taken. Now, we could take a look at what happened on NASDAQ as well. I mean, on Dow Jones. We could just take a look quickly for our time frame. All right, price has gone higher. This is the last high over here. Okay, and then from here, price is respecting off of this level. Get rid of this. All right, it's broken below, so now we are actually going on a bearish push. All right, where's 930? 930 is around here. All right, price came down. It filled. It created the displacement candle, but it's too soon to enter. I wouldn't have entered here anyway, even though it came up, filled it, but it's too early to enter. That after it took out this low over here, I would have found a imbalance over here, which it comes up to over here. It fills it, and you could have actually caught this move. But to be honest, Dow Jones today is not that great. Not that great. Ronnie, right now I don't have an entry. I didn't take any trades today. Today I didn't take any trades. We're just looking at the markets. This is how I teach every single day. What I usually do is I post algorithmic liquidity levels. And every time I post these levels, people trade off of these levels, and from there, um, you know, you you trade responsibly. And after the session finishes, or during this time, basically, that's when I come on the charts and I explain the trades that I have taken. And if I've taken trades, I post it on the Telegram and Discord, obviously, with the results, and I explain. That's the whole point of what I do. I teach. I explain why I took these trades, how I took these trades, why did I hit TP over here, why did I hit stop loss over there, why do I move my trades. I explain things in detail. That way you can see my thought process for someone who's been trading every single day. You got stopped out at NQ at break even. That sucks, but a break even is a win, bro, so well done. What is the chance of losing 30-40 trades when you do 1-2 trades a day? Almost impossible. If you have a working strategy, bro, it's impossible to lose 30-40 trades. If you have a 1 to 2 trades per day with a 51% strategy, you're profitable. So something to consider. Something to consider. See, these levels are respected perfectly. It's not random. All right, let's check out the S&P. All right. It looks like it actually might go down over here. Let's see what happened at 9:30. 9:30 is over here. Guys, join the Telegram. The link tree is in the bio. When you join the Telegram, you'll be able to get access to trading chart analysis. You'll be able to get access of bonuses. You'll be able to get access to a free ebook on how to trade as an institutional trader. Institutional trading is literally the best way to get on the charts and actually analyze the markets in the proper way. With institutional trading, you're not trading with retail traders, you're trading actual levels with real people. Like, think of it this way: when you're trading institutional levels, okay, you are literally trading based on where the bankers are entering and exiting the markets. Now, if I were you guys, I would suggest sticking to, either stick to your strategy if you're happy with it, but it's better to level up and trade with, liquidity providers, because people who trade liquidity, you're basically essentially trading with the levels. You're basically trading with liquidity. I know it sounds weird, but what is liquidity? Liquidity is the fuel. It's the rocket fuel of what moves the price higher or lower. That's what liquidity is. So you want to be able to catch these big moves, right? You don't want to catch moves in between these levels of consolidation. You don't want to be trading inside a choppy market. You want to be trading from the very bottom to the very top. And in order to trade from the very bottom to the very top, or from the very top to the very bottom, you got to stick and master liquidity concepts, which is what I teach at the Telegram, at the Discord. Join the trading community, SCT Club. The link tree is in my bio. You're welcome to join. It's completely for free, and you have benefits to build friendships, make some friends, get free chart analysis, get algorithmic liquidity levels, which keeps respecting it perfectly to the T. And also, most importantly, you will be leveling up your trading game and understanding the institutional footprint, because that is in my bio. All right. So let's see what happened. They have lost 30. I have lost like 30 trades in a row. It's because you're not in the Telegram, bro. And don't tell me you are, because I haven't seen you chat over there. You wouldn't lose 30 trades in a row, wallah. If you're active in the Telegram, you would not be losing 20, 30 trades, bro. You would not be losing anything. I mean, you'll be losing some trades, yes, but you would not be losing that way. Gold is taking a skydive ride. I think gold is going for a grab at 4453. We'll take a look at gold any second right now. We'll take a look. 1 second. All right. Let's see, S&P 500 price came crashing down before the market opened, so that doesn't give me any confirmation. It came back down, it retraced, it took out this high. Now that it took out this high, I'm 100% sure the price is going to go up, which it did. It came over here, it filled this imbalances, it filled this imbalance perfectly, and it took off from there. Like, ideally, this would have been the perfect entry over here, which it was. You would have had it, and you literally caught all of this. Very, very easy to catch a big move like that, honestly. It's actually very easy. I'm so mad that I wasn't on the charts today. I'm actually really mad. Could have been a nice day. Could have been a really nice day. I'm looking shiny today with a lot of energy, bro. It's because I had a nice meal. I had a nice meal with the family. Alhamdulillah. I have family visiting, so I haven't seen them in a long time. So there's some good energy. But I need to fix like my looks on the YouTube with the big camera. It looks freaking nice, bro. It looks really nice. But then this camera over here, it's like adi. And the thing is, it's a 4K HD camera, but I don't understand it. I don't understand how to make it better. It's so crazy. Bro, S&P is way too hard, too easy. Baby, thank you. Appreciate it. Guys, join the link tree in the bio. All right, so that is S&P 500. Let's take a look at what's happening on gold. All right, gold broke through this level, as you can see very briefly. But this could be a sweep. This could actually be a sweep. 4K from Timo. No, bro, this is Logitech from Timo, bro. What do you mean? Isn't it funny that they call it Timo or Temo, but I call it Timo? I always keep thinking of League of Legends Timo. This could be a liquidity sweep, guys. This looks like a very possible chance of a liquidity sweep. There's a very high probability this is a liquidity sweep. Very high chance it's a sweep. We're gonna find out in 4 minutes if this candle closes above this line. If this candle closes above, I'm gonna be entering a buy for sure and target here. So if this candle closes above over here, this is where I'm gonna be entering. Stops will be right below the sweep, obviously. Right? And I'm gonna be targeting here. This is actually a nice setup. This is actually a really nice setup. Oh, for real, for real. Guys, join the link tree in the bio. You're going to be having access to a trading community with a group of friends, bunch of people who are like you, who are curious about the markets, who are curious about, making money or investing and trying to understand how to take these trades. I do these trades every single day, guys, and I explain it. I literally sit down and explain it. If you give yourselves just a couple of minutes with me, you'll understand that I'm very, very direct with how I trade. If I make mistakes and I make losses, I share it publicly. If I'm doing wins and I'm doing good, I share it, and I always share my trades every single day. Literally, hit the link in the link tree. You'll find the Telegram, you'll find the Discord, but it's easier to use the Telegram since it's literally chat. So that's the place where you're gonna join, and then you can get access to a mentorship. You're gonna get access to an ebook. So be a part of these places, guys. Just join, come through, ask questions. Don't be shy. You're gonna find friends. You're gonna find traders. You're gonna have. This is what you're gonna get from me. You're gonna get mentorship. You're gonna get a free ebook on how to trade as an institutional trader, which is my style of trading. And then also you're gonna be getting a full-on breakdown analysis of liquidity levels of the charts every single day. Only gonna put 3: Bitcoin, Nasdaq, and gold. You're going to be getting it every single day before New York Open, and you could use those to your advantage. Price always comes down to these levels, and it always respects it, as you can see multiple times over here. These are not random levels; these are levels that always works. And I use all time frames. I use every single time frame because every single time frame has its own context. So after yeah, every time frame has its own context, so I wouldn't be I wouldn't be too much concerned about what's the time frame. What is your TP targeting? I'm not a signal provider, bro. You should know. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm buying, where I'm selling. I'm not telling you any of that. Nothing. Nothing. You guys should literally depend on your own trades. You should not look at me for signals. Don't you guys just want to learn? Like, isn't it fun to actually be able to get on the charts and wear your headphones like this and you just do your own thing? Like, don't you feel like it's exhausting to sit and look for signal groups and look for people to tell you buy and sell? Like, don't you feel a bit embarrassed to sit and open Discord or Telegram and just like look at someone sending you a message saying buy, sell, or whatever, and you're looking and you're like, should I buy or sell? Like, it doesn't make sense. Would it make sense for you to go to like whatchamacallit? Would it make sense for you to go to a real estate office and just speak to some guy, or not even a real estate office, on TikTok, some guy on TikTok or whatever, or a guy you don't even know what he looks like, and you pay him like a monthly subscription fee or whatever, and he tells you buy this property now and sell this property now and sell it at this time and buy it at this time? Don't you feel like a bit humiliated? Wouldn't you rather make your own trading decisions, just like how you would make your own decisions to buy properties? How about how about dinner? How about your dinner? Do you sit and wait for someone to tell you what you can or can't eat? Do you wait for someone to cook for you? If you can't cook for yourself, why are you even around? Like, why are you even what is your purpose? What is the point if you can't take care of yourself? If you can't cook for yourself and you can't clean for yourself and you can't live for yourself, how are you going to make it in life alone? And the same thing goes with trading. Trading, it's actually a very lonely thing to do. You sit down, you listen to your music, you have your charts, you have your analysis, you draw your lines, you make your decisions, and then from there, you come up with results. Like, this is what I'm going to be doing, this is where I'm going to be entering, this is what I'm going to be doing. Like, everything has a purpose, everything has a meaning. Hugo, okay, if you're going to talk about a hospital, yes, when you're going to a hospital, you're not a doctor. This is a life and death situation. So you actually need to go to the hospital. You're going to ask a doctor for your help, which is why a doctor makes a lot of money, right? Because they're specialists in these fields. But how, try to understand this, okay? Try to understand this, okay? Please, please pay attention and try to understand the context of what I'm saying. If you go to a doctor and you're paying him $200-300 per visit, forget insurance. You don't have insurance. You're paying him $200-300 for a consultation, and this doctor tells you, like, I'm gonna use my name, okay? It's Faisal, okay? This doctor tells me, Faisal, you have a stomach ache, so you need to take these pills, and these pills are signals. These pills that he's giving me are signal providers, right? Buy, sell, high, this, 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 this. And if I tell him, what about home remedies? What about how do I take care of myself without pills, the natural way? He's not gonna tell you. He's gonna say, eat boiled chicken. That's it. That's it. He's not gonna get into the detail. He's not gonna ask you, are you stressed? He's not gonna ask you, do you sleep well? He's not gonna ask you about your routine. He's not gonna ask you if you sit all day. He's not gonna ask you if you exercise. He doesn't care. Because at the end of the day, if you stay sick and like stupid, he's gonna profit off of you by selling you pills. Straight up. The same thing with trading. These signal providers, they're profiting off of your subscription. They're profiting off of your ignorance. When trading is actually very easy, it's not complicated. Understanding how to read the charts, executing, these are things, it's as easy as learning how to drive. It might look complicated in the beginning, how to use the indicators, how to switch on the engine, the automatic gear with the clutch and the switch, whatever. But if you do it again and again and again, it's going to make sense. You won't be needing pills from the doctor when you know that you have to sleep early and wake up early and hydrate and exercise and meditate and not carry stress and burden and eat on a routine. You're not going to need anyone to take care of you if you follow the obvious rules, the obvious things. So it's the same thing that I'm saying. When you are in my Telegram, for example, I'm not charging you guys money. I'm not. You guys don't have to pay for shit. You're just joining in a trading community because I want to build a trading community. It's called SCT Club. Linktree is in the bio. You join the Telegram, and from there, you get friends. Other people like you who know trading and don't know trading. I haven't seen a single person in my Telegram and they wrote a question that hasn't been answered. You know, when you sit and you watch YouTube videos and you don't understand results, you look at people talking and you don't know like what are like they talked about some strategy and you don't know the strategy. So you write in the comment section, but I don't understand what happens here. No one even replies to you. You join a mentorship, no one replies to you. You join all of these things, nobody cares because they're chasing after your membership fees. In my community, you pay for nothing, and any questions you asked is answered. Either I answer you directly, or my people from my team, or people from my community, they answer you. We give you answers. We don't want you to enter the world or the market without any freaking background knowledge. You're protected in the community with all of these questions that you can ask. Even if it's stupid questions, I will answer them. It's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy teaching, which is why I'm consistently going live every single day to teach. Even in Eid, I spend time with family. I'm here. I'm instead of playing games or sleeping or watching a movie or going out. I want to be here with you guys. The 75 people are watching. My people. You guys are my people, and I want to teach you guys. And I've been showing you results every single day. For those of you that stuck around, you can check the comment section. They will tell you Faisal is reliable. Faisal's showing results. You don't believe me? Do the vetting yourself. Join the Telegram. Look at the charts. Look at the results. Look at the analysis. Look at the algorithmic liquidity levels that I post every day that no one on the internet posts. No one posts this. Why? It's because they need this. They need this. And I teach it for free. I post it for free and I also teach it. Why are you not in it? It's really not up to me. I mean, it's really up to you at the end of the day. You guys want to level up your trading game. The trading community is open to all. And plus, you also get a free institutional framework ebook. A book. Some of you guys want to have like some context of what I'm talking about and how I trade. I have a book that I literally took my sweet and precious time and I literally perfected it in a way that's it's very simple yet so detailed. And it's not complicated. I'm using simple English to explain to you guys how I trade. And the best part in the end is I also do a mentorship. The mentorship is also free. I do it once a week where I join on the charts and I teach you guys. And you know, if you guys do this and you come through, you're going to be able to learn how to trade. And that way of learning how to trade, it's the only way. It's literally, there's no other way. There's no other way except to learn how to trade. There's literally no other way in this entire world. There's no other way. You depend on other people, you're not going to make it. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're not going to depend on signals. You have to learn how to trade for yourself. Yes, it is. Philly, how you doing? I would guess daily high. I'm not asking for specifics. What's your TP, bro? I don't give signals. Hugo. I do get knowledge from booking and studying from the best. Good. I just leveled up my day. Oh my god. Aaliyah. Aaliyah, you are an e-girl. Probably a guy. Blocked. Crypto or gold? This I do both, but right now we're looking at gold. Thank you for the heart, Crystal. Appreciate it. You're dangerously attractive. And you're dangerously blocked, girl. Get out. How to join the community, bro? The link tree is in the bio, bro. Literally, the link is in the bio. You're gonna find the Telegram over there. Just join, click the link and join. And once you guys are inside, just look at the chat. You're gonna see there's interaction, people chatting, people asking questions, people sharing their trades. Anyone asking questions, they share their trades. There's no secret. It's not a secret place or like we don't give information. No, everything is there. If you really, guys, if you really want to sit and learn how to trade, like you genuinely want to sit and learn and understand the basics or the complexity of trading, SCT Club, the link tree is in the bio. Just join, ask questions. And if you're not satisfied, you know what? You can leave. You don't have to say, no one has a gun to your head. You know, you can literally do whatever you want. I don't understand why I would learn faster by you not giving your positions. It would confirm my DE. What's DE? I haven't taken positions today, Hugo. I made that clear at the very beginning of this live. I haven't taken decisions. I haven't taken trades today, bro, because today's Eid. It's a Muslim tradition to celebrate. It's like the Muslim Christmas. So today was Eid, and I went and spent it with the family. Yeah, and I'm just looking at the charts after the fact. And plus, today's Tuesday, and it was just after bank holiday, so no trades for me today. The big trades are going to be coming in tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the liquidity. No. March was Ramadan. Happy Christmas, bro. It's Eid. It's Eid. But yeah. So anyway, let's take a look what happened on gold. We gotta see the 930. You know, I haven't been trading gold for last week. I only took 2 positions on gold because I don't like the price action of gold whatsoever. The price action on gold is so reactive. It's really, really reactive. But here's a good move. Like, this is a good move I would have taken literally on a 1-minute time frame, right? Price is ranging. Everything that happened before doesn't matter. 930 comes in, price comes up, it respects this high, it accumulates. As you can see, it goes up a little bit, but it keeps getting pushed down, and then the dump comes in. The sweep comes in, and then the dump comes in with displacement. Now that there's displacement, it takes out the most recent low, and that recent low that was taken out with displacement gives me the confirmation for a nice clean entry, which price comes back up to, literally comes into the imbalance over here, which literally fills it perfectly, and you would have been able to capitalize on all. Like, you could have had the perfect entry over here, right? You would have had the perfect entry over here. It stops right above the candle, and you would have been down right now all the way up to 30-to-1 reward ratio. These are very, very clean moves. Do I have a subscription, bro? No, it's free. Guys, look, the reason why I teach things for free, if you're wondering, like, what's the reason? Okay, look, I'll tell you straightforward. Okay, I'll tell you straightforward. It requires a little bit of a backstory. Okay, I've been trading for 5 years, and in the 5 years that I've been trading, 3 years I'm unprofitable. I'm just losing money over and over and over again. 3 years, guys, and it's not 3 years on and off. 3 years, every single day, I'm putting money into the market and I'm losing it. There are days where I had money and I made money, but they were all gambling money. They were not strategy money. They were all feelings money. Money I made from feelings, and I got lucky every single time. The 4th year, I've had enough. And then I've reached a point where I said, I need to just fucking take a step back. I need to stop letting all these YouTubers and whatever influence my decisions. And I need to take trades by myself. I need to make decisions by myself. I need to figure out how to be a full-time trader without using signals, without using mentorships, whatever, by myself. And it hit me that the point of profitability came to me when I realized that, first of all, risk management is everything. You know, like the primary, I literally put it in the Telegram earlier today. The primary, it's not about how much money to make. That's your secondary. To make money is your secondary, even though that doesn't make sense, because, like, why are we trading if making money is not priority? Making money is the secondary. The primary is to not lose money. That is your primary. So when you have that in your head, then every time you're about to enter a trade, you're going to be asking yourself, or you're going to, when you start doing analysis, let's just say you're going to buy over here. You're going to start doing analysis like this. Instead of holding your TP and start calculating, $1,000 here, 1,500. Oh my God, $2,000. Oh my God, I could make $2,000 in this trade. You would change that, and instead, when you add a buy position such as this, the first thing you're analyzing is, how much money am I willing to risk? How much money am I willing to lose? Minus 200, minus 300? Okay, minus 300 seems reasonable, but I would rather lose minus 150. So you know what? I want to buy, but an ideal place for me to buy is probably here. And this way, I will only risk 150. And then you can calculate your TP from this level of liquidity to the next level of liquidity. And then you can count it, or your 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. That literally just changes the game. That logic is what sticks to my head. There is like, all of these things is what sticks to my head. Wavy MBT, I know I put a lot of effort into this, but the reason why I put a lot of effort into this is because I weep for the trading community. I feel sorry for the trading community because there's a lot of scammers out there, and I've been scammed so many times. Alhamdulillah, I was able to bounce back because I had a job. I was working. I wasn't just putting my everything and then just being broken and that's it. I don't have rent to pay. I had a job and whatever, but it hurt. It really fucked me up. Straight up. I do monetize it in a different way. So how am I monetizing it? There's two ways. One, it's non-financial monetization, is I want to build a trading community. This is like my personal desire. Maybe it's like my selfish desire, okay? I want to build a big trading community. For me, it's like I want to have like people. Like I see my Telegram, it's popping off. People are messaging every single day. People are sharing their analysis. One guy asked a question, and usually I always answer all the questions. But another guy quickly answered because I was AFK from the phone or whatever. Some guy already answered the question for me, and then I gave a thumbs up. I'm like, bro, you answered it beautifully. It was such a beautiful thing. And I wake up to that and I'm like, damn, that makes me smile. So I want to build a trading community. Like it's not a secret, it's my desire. I want to build the best community. I am ambitious. So I want to build a trading community. That's one. The monetizing part is if you register under my link with my preferred brokers. That's up to you guys. You guys don't have to. You don't have to, but the links are there. If you want to, you can. And if you register under my link, you get two benefits, two perks, two advantages to help you. Okay? It doesn't make you a better trader, it just helps you. The first advantage is if you use my link, you get a perk from the broker. So for example, if you deposit $1,000, you get a bonus of $1,000 into your account. You know what I mean? So if you do this, you're gonna get a bonus. You're not able to withdraw the bonus, but you're able to trade with the bonus. So it's X2 of whatever you deposit. And secondly, you get access to a mentorship where I'm literally sitting and I'm teaching you guys privately in a closed place in Discord, and I sit and I go back to back to back, examples after examples after examples after examples, until it sticks and registers into your head. So that's what I'm saying. Broker or pay. Wait, I've seen a guy who offered to use his broker to pay $500, which is crazy, bro. People charge a lot, and I used to pay, bro. I used to pay mentorship and shit, and I realized when I joined the mentorship and the signals, I'm not making money with the signals. I'm not learning anything from the mentorship, because even with the mentorship, there's no focus. There's no focus. I'm not even talking to the guy. We're all muted. There's no communication. But it's different with me. In my mentorship, I teach and then I pause and I unmute everyone and you guys can talk. And then I give people like a competition. Whoever answers my question, whoever answers my questions, they get they get an income. I reward them. They're not all bad though, in my opinion. Some are decent. Yeah, I agree, bro. Bro, look, the industry has a lot of smoke screens. A lot of smoke screens. There's a shit ton of smoke screens. But it takes one to know one. So when you've been in the industry long enough, you'll know who's real and who's not. Yeah, bro, I'm Arab. Some are decent. Some are some are beyond decent, bro. Some are wonderful people. So there's that. So for me, I'm inspired by the decent people, and I'm also humbled by the journey. Because when I first started trading, I used to be so cocky. I used to be like, guys, check me out, check me this. I used to show off all the time, and the evidence is there. Like you could see how I showed off and how I've changed over the years. So all you gotta do is, trust the process, level up. And for me, when the market kept screwing me over every time I felt big, that's when it humbled me. And now, if I'm right, I'm grateful. If I'm wrong, I move on. It's that simple. Because at the end of the day, there is no secret sauce. Nobody knows where price is going. That's the truth. Nobody actually knows where price is going. Nobody actually knows. Like that's the fact. Nobody actually knows where price is going. However, we trade based off of probabilities. Bro, you don't need to. I'm not a crypto trader. I'm not a crypto trader. I'm a stock trader. I am a full-time stock trader and a gold trader, and I do crypto. So, in order, I do Nasdaq, S&P 500, Dow Jones, and then after Nasdaq and Dow Jones and S&P 500, I do gold. And after gold, I do Bitcoin. After Bitcoin, I do Forex. It's all in that order. If I find an opportunity in indices, I trade indices. If I don't find an opportunity, I look at gold. If I don't find an opportunity, I look at Bitcoin. So I do that. Yeah. Seller by Luna. I missed you, bro. It's been a freaking while, bro. How you been? All right, I'm reading everyone's comments as well. Hold on. Is this SPF? No, it's XAUSD. It's gold. Arab brother, yes, I'm Arab. You gotta guess where I'm from. XM and MT5 works. But XM is a broker. I use a different broker. AJ, bro, there's another AJ over here. There's two AJs. You know how much a broker costs? I'm using XM. Bro, just send me a DM, okay, and I'll share with you my broker. And if you want to register under my link, you're more than welcome to, and you'll get a lot of benefits using that broker. There's a lot of benefits using that broker, so it really is up to you. If you're happy with XM, you're happy with XM, bro. There's no, I'm not telling you to do anything. You're free to do what you want. But if you're happy with the way I explain things, if you're happy with the way I teach things or the way I trade, you're more than welcome to, stick around, ask me, and level up with me. Because I don't forget my people. I literally sit and invest a lot of my time, my energy for my people. Because I fucking love you guys. You guys are my people. I'm a trader, and I like traders. I don't like people who talk about football because I don't give a shit about football. I don't mind people who talk about cars because I like cars. I love people who play gaming because like I'm a gamer. I play video games and shit. But my number one people are traders. Doesn't matter if you guys are profitable or non-profitable. If you're a competitor or another trading influencer or whatever, none of this matters to me because for me, you guys are my people. You guys are traders like me. At the end of the day, you're all my people. Say hello to Annie. Hello, baby. She looks a little brown or dark. It's because of the green screen blurring effect. But you can see her clearly on YouTube. She's like nice and shiny. How are you, baby? I'm gonna sit on my lap for a bit. All right, I'm gonna continue with the chat. This ruined my sleep schedule, and I'm fine with it. Oh my God, Ashley, I think you're one of those e-gooners. I wish I could join you, but I'm very against crypto. I told you, bro. I do stocks as well. Wait, what did you trade today, bro? I didn't trade today because today is Eid, and I didn't have the time. Oh, Eid Mubarak to you. Thank you. But yeah, today was Eid. I was with the family. I just didn't have any time to trade. But then I did find some setups after coming back on the charts. I found like literally the perfect setup. Like really, really nice setup. Beautiful, beautiful setup over here. This would have been the perfect setup. I mean, you could have extended it on perfectly over here, but I didn't have the ability to extend it because I wasn't here on the charts at the time. But hopefully tomorrow. You're growing your bag? Hey, that's what's up. Guys, repost the stream. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it very much. Guys, join the Telegram. The link tree is in the bio. Join the Telegram. The link tree is in the bio. Usually she bites my face. Now she just woke up, so she's relaxed. So I'm gonna have to go off soon because she wants to play. She's so needy right now. You also need a bit of a shower, Habibi. Bro, I got kicked out of 2 exchanges, bro. That's crazy. Can you take a look at OKB chart for a second, bro? What's OKB? Never heard of that. Tap tap share? Oh, bro, I know tap tap pay. Can you take a look at OKB? Bro, I read your message, but I don't know what OKB is. Your chart is not moving. Yeah, because I'm looking at previous price action. Yeah. Let's go back to gold. Yeah. Annie, you crazy dog. I'm gonna put you down, okay? I'm gonna put you down. I wanted to cuddle, but you want to bite. So you're gonna have to bite and play alone. Because I'm not in the bitey mood. I'm waiting for a buy setup in Solana. By the way, Solana is in a good buying place, bro. It's in a really good buying place. But the only thing that I can't predict or I can't control is just the geopolitical tension. It's not in my control. It really comes down to Trump. It really, really does. Codex was lovely today. Yeah, it was. I'm waiting for a buy setup for Solana. Trading partners. What do you mean trading partners? Faisal, tell your people, guys, repost the damn reel, the live. Reposts. كبس. Repost. Native token of OKX. Bro, I don't need to look at OKX's native token and stuff because I don't understand these things. It doesn't make sense to me. So I can't look at it. I can't give you analysis on something I don't know. All right, I'm transparent that way. Can you check gold right now? We are on gold right now. Ali, Annie, I can't play with you. I'm talking to my people. I gave you all day today. Now it's my time with my people. Don't be rude. Your advice for gold? My advice for gold is don't take any trades right now because we're at the end. You know, the session's closing right now. New York session's closing. Today's technically the first day of the week. Tomorrow the liquidity is going to be coming in from Asian session. You're going to start seeing moves, especially around London session and then New York session. So you're going to find some really big moves. I would suggest waiting until tomorrow. So that's my advice for gold. But if you look at it from a higher time frame, all right, we are in a Annie, get down, get down. Khalas. You're annoying me now. Don't make me put you in the cage. You don't want to go in the cage, do you? Yeah, don't cry. All right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So the market structure for gold currently, it is bullish, but it's at a point right now, as you can see, this is literally the point. It is the point that if it breaks below this, it's going to be bearish. If it breaks below this level, which it hasn't so far, because right now, as you can see, relative equal lows multiple times. It didn't break this really. I mean, you could literally see it respect the level cleanly. An ideal position if you want, if you're like a FOMO trader, small risk, just take this trade over here. If you're a FOMO rushing trader, this is like an ideal 4-to-1 easy trade over here. If price comes back down over here. But I wouldn't do it, guys. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't do it because you don't want to be taking trades like this out of context. And also, guys, join the Linktree. The link is in the bio. Join the Linktree. The link is in the bio. Join the Telegram. Join, ask questions, get the ebook. Send me a DM. I'll send you guys an ebook. I see all your messages. Muhammad Sultan, Abu Ahmed, Rank Simon. All of you guys, I'm going to get back to you pronto. As soon as I'm done with this live, I'm going to send you the ebook. And if you guys want, you guys are more than welcome to get on a call with me. And, we can have a little conversation about your trading journey because I'm actually curious about your story. I want to spend time with you people and get a little context of your trading experience. But not too long. You got 5 minutes on a call with me. That's it. I can't do more. Eddie! Get your ass down. Come on. Get your ass down. Not cool. Not cool, little girl. Here, take my slipper and go play with it. Yeah. All right. Road to Div 1. Yes, it's gold, mate. Her nails is digging into me. Annie, you're killing me. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to use one hand with my mouse. So I'm gonna use the left hand. This is gonna be challenging. Yeah, today's not a day to trade. Definitely not a day to trade, guys. Khalas, it's the market's done. Like it really is done. But you had a nice trade on gold today. So for those of you who are wondering, okay, here it is, right? 930 accumulation, sweep of liquidity with displacement with this low taken out. Price came back up and filled the imbalance over here perfectly, right? Literally filled it at the 50% point perfectly. Okay, Annie, get down. Come on. You're hurting me, Annie. All right. Put stops over here, and you could literally have a nice, like really long trade. You would have had a nice 8-to-1 reward ratio. Literally. So, Annie, down, down, down. Annie, down. No treats tonight. Good girl. But yeah, gold is very friendly with me today. Yeah, gold is good. Gold today is actually pretty decent. Today, gold is good. It's good. You can see very clear. Annie, wallah al-azim, I will put you in the cage. قسما قسما billah. I love you. I love you very much. But not now. استني شوية. Guys, I think I need to take her to the toilet. Oh my days. Today's not purchase. Good. Why does New York session have to open and I still have 2 hours left of school? That sucks. You can't use your phone in school? I remember it used to be wrong, like it was against the rules in school, but when I was a kid, but I still did it anyway. Hey Pearl, how you doing? You guys are great. Guys, honestly, look, wrap it up today. We've actually had some nice moves. Okay, let me get straight to a breakdown. But for the time being, join the trading community. Okay? Join the trading community, guys. Join the trading community. The link tree is in the bio. Join the Telegram. But in the meantime, here's what happened on gold. Right, price had a massive gap and it had to come down to fill that gap. Annie, okay, I'll take you 5 minutes. 5 minutes, Habib. Okay. Big gap doesn't really matter because I don't care about the gap, even though I don't know why all the new traders they really care about the gap. I don't really care about the gap. The gap trading is really dangerous. Annie. Okay. So price did its thing, and then there was nice. I think this is London session here. Yep, this is around London session. Okay, it's a little bit after London session. Price came down over here with some nice moves. All right, and then it came to New York session over here, and he stopped it. Okay, then it came down to New York session over here, which is the only thing that matters because everything that happens before does not matter. And why does it not matter? Is because there's no liquidity. You need to understand that, ladies and gentlemen. There is no liquidity during in between sessions or whatever. The liquidity comes in New York session. The liquidity comes in London session. These are the main areas of liquidity. If you see prices rallying in Asian session and it's just going higher or lower, it doesn't mean there's liquidity. That's very, very simple liquidity. The liquidity in the Asian session, you'll find it in like the Japanese stocks or the Japanese pairs. But if you're talking about gold and stuff, you're not, or the US stock market, you're not gonna find liquidity in that period. You're not going to find liquidity at all in that period. So that being said, I'm sorry, I'm being attacked by my dog. Like literally, I'm under attack. I'm getting abused right now in front of you guys. Okay, so yeah, don't trade on your mobile. Better. Until now, I'm still using computers. I still use computers. I mean, I use my mobile after I'm in a trade to manage the trade, but I don't enter from my mobile. I try not to because whenever I use my mobile, it's not really great. It's not. It doesn't end up good because you don't see the big picture, right? So, so sorry guys, my focus is a little bit over the place. It's because of this little cute thing. She needs my attention. You have your Mac at home, which is what you usually use. Okay. Oh my god, guys. Does anyone have a dog? If you guys have a dog, you'll probably understand and relate to it. Probably relatable. She just wants to sit in my lap. Okay. So Yeah. So let's focus quickly, guys. Okay, because my mind's all over the place. 9:30 a.m. New York session opens up. Okay, this indicator will show you New York session right there. Okay, New York session opened up, and from there is when the liquidity comes in. But you got to understand when the New York session opens up, okay, the liquidity that does come in, it's not liquidity that shows you, it's not the type of liquidity that's like you enter immediately at 9:30 US time. No. The liquidity that comes in at 9:30 a.m. Okay, guys, while I'm teaching, join the Telegram. Like I'm sure you can do two things at once. Join the Telegram because I teach these things, guys. So literally level up. Join the Telegram. The link is in the bio. Okay. 9:30 opens up, the liquidity comes in. We don't know if price is going up or down until we see clear direction. We need to know where the big players are pushing the price. And once they push the price and they show where it really is going, we enter at the retest. It's that simple. Wallah al-Azim, it's that simple. And in this case, what do we see? We see displacement over here. Price is dumping after this like it's not immediate. It happens a little bit later. Displacement comes in, price went down. And then after how long is it? An hour and 8 minutes? That is where you enter. You don't enter immediately at 9:30 like a lot of people do. You enter later. You give it some time and then you enter. It's always going to be this way. It works on Bitcoin, it works on gold, stock market, forex market. This is just how it is. Liquidity is what moves the market. Price goes from one liquidity zone to the next. It's the only way, guys. It's literally the only way. So in the time being right now, this is exactly what's happening. Price comes down all the way over here, it fills the liquidity, and it continues going lower. And it fills it perfectly. Look at the displacement that gets filled. It's perfect. It's picture perfect, right? So whoever traded gold today and caught this move, it's a very nice play. It's a very nice move. Secondly, the same thing goes with the stock market, right? Same thing. You literally see it happening today. This is easy strategy. Guys, I'm literally teaching you stuff for free. This is mentorship stuff that I'm teaching for free. So I hope you're paying attention. Okay, because I'm multitasking. I'm playing with her. And she's attacking me. She's like a zombie. Trying to eat me. And I'm also trying to explain these setups. So pay attention. Because I gotta go. I need to take her before she eats me alive. Okay, so the same thing happened on NASDAQ, right? 9:30 open, price did some sweeps, did some crazy plays. It even went down with some imbalances, right? You could see that. It even went down with some displacement. But the displacement doesn't matter over here in this context because this displacement on the downside, as you can see over here, this displacement on the downside, okay, it doesn't actually break this low. It comes close enough to it, but doesn't break that low. And since it doesn't break that low, the immediate displacement doesn't mean squat. You literally need to give it 15 minutes before, you need to give it 15 minutes before it does anything else. Annie, I'm gonna put you down, okay? It's too much. It's too much. Get down. Okay, so displacement happens over here. It doesn't matter because it immediately happens after New York Open. Immediately. And because of that, it's irrelevant. It's not important. Does it take out the slow? No, it doesn't. So then it goes up higher and there's no signs of retracements, as you can see. You literally don't see any form of retracement. Most of the time there is retracements. But when you don't see retracements, but then you see a massive pullback, especially at a level of where they broke the most recent high. Like this is essentially the break of structure level. See, this is the high before New York session. It broke the structure above and then it came back down over here, which is where the pullback happened perfectly. That pullback is your entry, and you would have had a nice 4-to-1 risk to reward trade over here in 3 minutes. You know what I mean? If you guys want to learn strategies, guys, I have a lot of strategies. Wallah, I have a lot. So this is not basic market structure strategy. Okay, this is basic market structure. This is basic market structure strategy. But if you want to understand, like how do I chart the charts, you know, these levels, join the Telegram. If you want to understand when is the best time to trade, join the Telegram. If you want to understand how do I do liquidity sweeps and stuff, join the Telegram. If you want to make friends who are traders, join the Telegram. If you want to level up your trading skills, join the Telegram. Literally, guys, everything's on the Telegram. And most of all, you want ebooks, it's for free. You'll have an idea on how to, use imbalances. You'll have an idea on how to read market structure. The institutional playbook. You're more than welcome to join the Telegram and just ask for the ebook. I'll send it over to you guys. Okay? Don't be shy, guys. It's literally like it's a safe place for you guys to learn. A one-stop shop to learn everything. There's no right and left sweep on TikTok, of course. Goldie, yes, where are you? Eid Mubarak, Dr. Sanad, bro. Thank you, bro. Eid Mubarak to you too. Check gold if possible. We already looked at gold, bro. Khalas, the moves for gold is done. It's all done. You have ebooks of P magazine? What do you mean of P magazine? I feel like I'm missing the joke over here. I hope it's not what I think it is. But no, I don't have those kind of ebooks. I've got trading ebooks, bro. Trading. Are you fasting today? And is the Telegram free? Yes, I was fasting today, and the Telegram is free. It's a community for you guys, literally. I don't know. Look, guys, don't you want to be a part of a place where there's people, like-minded people, who are traders, and they're just asking questions? And if you have questions, you can just ask. You'll have some answers. Anything with your trading journey. It's like we are your own Google. Whenever you have a questions, you go like Google it. Our trading community is Google it with real feedback, with real people, with real ow, with real ow. With real pain. So, yeah, like be a part of it, guys, and you'll also get benefits from learning how to trade the simplest way. I'm giving you guys the simplest trading strategy: algorithmic liquidity mapping, institutional mapping framework, highway robbery strategy, which is my personal sauce. I have one strategy called the devouring candle strategy on gold because it devours. I have the Wix end strategy. All of these names I've come up with, but these are like my own things, and I could teach you guys all of these things. Just come into the Telegram. The strategies I teach, obviously, on the mentorship, which is also free, but you gotta register under my broker that I prefer. And you'll also get a lot of benefits besides the mentorship. You'll also get deposit benefits and stuff like that. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. If you want to go the extra mile and being like a really supportive fan or community member. But learning how to trade, this is free. This is free knowledge. It's completely free, so you never have to be stuck with any trading questions. Literally, never, ever, ever. You will never, ever be in a situation where you're stuck and you don't know what's going on. All right, guys, you have my word. I'm giving you my word, and my word goes a long way. It goes a fucking long way. I don't fuck around. All right. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up over here. Thank you for showing up. Sorry about my crazy dog. She's like all over the place right now. All over the place. She's crazy. The link tree is in the bio. Ali. The link tree is in the bio. Just click on it and then join the Telegram and Discord if you like. Come through. You're more than welcome. You're having fun? Huh? You're a nuisance. Silly girl. All right, guys, come through. I'll see you later. It's been fun. It's been real. NASDAQ today, big W. Gold today, big W. And I'll see you guys same time tomorrow. Happy Eid. Enjoy your time with your family. I might actually even come live before New York session tomorrow, only because, like, I wanna spice it up, maybe, just change things up for you guys. Really depends. It really depends on the market. It always depends on the market. If I see something good happening in the market, I will come earlier. If I see nothing going on in the market, I'm gonna take my time. Sometimes I won't even go live if there's nothing happening. Like yesterday. Yesterday was bank holiday, nothing to talk about. There's nothing to share, nothing to explain. So I didn't even come on the live. But I'm live every single day, which is why you guys can trust and count on someone consistently available to teach you guys, and you guys can literally take full advantage of the fact that there's someone teaching you how to trade the simplest strategies with no indicators, pure price action, and liquidity levels the way a professional trader should and does his shit. So don't depend on anyone, don't depend on signals. Just love yourself a little bit. Depend on yourself. Tell yourself, I want to be better. I want to be a best trader. I want to develop skills that are going to help me in a time where everyone's job has a big question mark because AI is taking over, inflation's taking over. I don't need to get into the details. You guys know that the market's pretty fucked in the world right now. So you need to learn a skill on how to invest, which is something they don't teach in school. However, I am giving you guys free schooling. Take it like that. Free schooling. You make friends in this class, which is Telegram or Discord. You make friends with other people, like minded people. You get a free ebook. All of these things, all to your advantage. So make the most of it. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow. And the link tree is in the bio. Join the Telegram. So I will see you guys later. Peace.